Talk about the action in D.C. because House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says Congress is making real progress on the negotiations to pass the new USMCA trade deal with Mexico and Canada. The big sticking point that remains is enforcement. Of course, all of this is happening amid the impeachment hearings. Day 2 will be held on Capitol Hill today. Yahoo Finance's Sibile Marcellus joins us now. She is writing about this. Sibile, can they really get this done with the distraction of the impeachment hearings going on?
That's the big question right now, Dan, is can Democrats actually ratify the U.S. Mexico-Canada agreement while also promising to get President Trump impeached before the end of the year? I mean, that's a lot to ask. So you've got House Speaker Nancy Pelosi who's saying, you know what, we've got it. And she held a press conference basically in between these public televised hearings that are happening, saying that Democrats are still working on getting the deal to a point where it can actually be put for a vote and actually ratified. Now, the only country who has ratified the USMCA so far is Mexico. So both the U.S. and Canada have yet to do it. Right, exactly. Oh. But there are still some sticky points that are going on. So you've got U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer, and he's talking to Democrats, and they're trying to put it to a point where it's a deal that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi feels confident enough to put forward for a vote and actually get ratified. The sticking points are enforcement when it comes to environmental issues and also labor issues. So you've got major labor unions who are concerned for two reasons. Number one, they want to make sure that wages actually do go up as a result of this agreement. And number two, they are worried that U.S. companies are going to use this agreement to push more U.S. jobs to Mexico. So when it comes to trade between Mexico and the U.S., it affects about 12 million American jobs. So there's a lot at stake. When it comes to investors and business leaders like JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon, who's the leader of the Business Roundtable, what they want is for this to be ratified as soon as possible, and they're putting pressure. He actually said to Yahoo Finance, Jamie Dimon, that he is basically putting pressure on every single legislator so that they vote in favor of getting this done.
So right now, because there are these sticking points, these issues that are still outstanding, it's not even ready yet to go at all for a vote in front of Congress. So there's still a possibility that they might have to go back to the drawing board then and rework some parts of this trade deal?
So Nancy Pelosi is basically saying, no, it's not going to go back to the drawing board. She said that there's positive progress. And she said that she wants to get it done before the end of the year. But we'll see what happens. I mean, they've got a lot of distractions going on. We've got the former Ukraine ambassador, Mary Yovanovitch. She's testifying today, so there's plenty going on.
Why is Canada holding back at this point? Are they just waiting for the U.S. to sort of move forward with it before they make any sort of they sign anything at this point?
Yeah, so Canada has a couple issues, too, with the agreement, but I think it's really the U.S. that everybody's waiting on. Once the U.S. ratifies it, I think Canada will follow through. Mexico and Canada are great neighbors. They're great allies. So I don't see that Canada wouldn't ratify it after the U.S. ratifies it.
And Trudeau just got reelected.
Well, I was going to say, this USMCA also came at a time when Canada was having elections. So they didn't get it ratified before their previous legislature left. So this, for them, had to restart that process.
And not surprisingly, President Trump is putting on pressure. He's saying nervous Nancy should get this done. Otherwise, it's a disservice to her party and to the country.
Prime Minister Handsome Man is back for a All right, thanks, Sibile.
See ya.
Good stuff.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.